Alison.
And I'm Bryce.
And we're Better Half Reviews. And we are doing Board Game Survey Says today. So if you're not familiar with that, it's a little game that we do. So every month we post these on the first Saturday of the month. And it's just a little quiz show that we go through. We've sent out a poll to lots of people in the gaming community throughout the world. They answer back with their answers. And we're trying to guess what the most popular answers are to those questions. So we don't know what anybody has said. And we try to see who wins against each other.
And Loser posts a pic of shame on our Instagram. So be sure to follow us there and check that out.
It's not going to be me. It might.
It's been her most of the time.
Nuh-uh. We're even. But anyway, so you're welcome to play along with us at home, and you can play against your family and friends. And let us know in the comments down below how you did.
So, let's begin.
So this month, we're doing Your Collection is the theme. So it's based kind of on your collection of board games, or what you think it should be.
Okay, so question number 1. What's the best number of board games to own? 25 or less, around 50, around 100, around 200, or more than 200? Is more always better? Is less better? Who knows? You wrote a lot.
I did.
Did you spell out 250 or something?
No.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
My answer is infinity, but then I'm guessing around 100.
My answer would be 50. I think it's a pretty good sweet spot of you have a decent amount of selection and you don't have to worry too much about like storage.
You could. I feel like 100 is like a pretty good number because then you have a wide variety depending on who you're playing
You
with.
have a wide variety with 50.
No. All right, so let's find out what the answer is. And it looks like most people said around 100.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And then around 50 was a close second.
Close. Ha! Point! So yeah, about a third of people said 100 games is the best. And then after that, it was on 200. Maybe we should go for 200, right? More than 200.
Around 50 has 22%.
Well, yeah, and then right after that.
Oh, yes.
Ha! Percentages. They're small. On the phone. Anyway.
Okay. Question number 2. How much do you typically spend on board games each month? 25 or less, up to 50, up to 100, or over 100?
So I understand that people probably spend money on board games maybe at different times of the year, but just kind of average it out. And if you don't want to admit what you spend, just guess what you think people spend. That's what we're doing. We're guessing what we think people spend. Not us, but what other people spend. This is per month. Hey! I didn't mean to look, but I totally did. It's not true. I said up to 50 a month.
I said 25 or less. But Allison, if she had her way, would be spending lots of money on games.
I don't spend that much per month. Trust me. I cancel more things than I pledge on Kickstarter, okay?
She doesn't, but I said if she had her way, she would.
Yes. I would have like 2 5x5 Calyxes by now.
Easily. So, what's the answer?
Oh, right. I'm not just right? No? Okay.
No, of course not.
All right,
Because I
let's
think
see.
averaged out over a whole year, 25 or less seems pretty...
All right, so how much do people typically spend? The top answer is
man.
up to 50. Whoop, whoop.
Wow. And then
It was...
up to 100 and then 25 or less.
It's decently divided. Like, there wasn't a clear runaway. Well, I mean, there was a clear runaway, but, you know. People like to spend money on board games. That's clear. Oh, you don't have a score yet?
I don't have any points yet.
Oh, we lamb.
Okay. So question number 3. This was provided by Crazy Carry 06 on Instagram.
Thank you.
So, what is the best investment in a board game extra that you've purchased? Card sleeves, game insert, metal coins, or upgraded tokens / pieces?
So, quick caveat, I know there are many things that are not mentioned in this, like a 3D printer and tons of other stuff, but for simplicity of the game, we just had these few options. So, pick from here. What is the best? What do you think people said was the best? Is there like a E, all of the above?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of these are...
This will be interesting to see what people actually pick the most. You ready?
I'm ready. I said game insert.
Ooh. I said the upgraded tokens and pieces.
I think when you have a really good insert to organize a really messy game, like, that is the best feeling ever.
That's true.
I might be a little OCD, though.
But, you know, like, I'm thinking of, like, the Geek Up bits for Quacks of Quedlingberg and other stuff like that, where it just makes it feel so cool when you're playing it.
Yeah, that's true. I had a hard time with this one.
And card sleeves are really good, too, for some games, too. They're, like, a necessity.
Pretty popular, at least with some people.
And metal coins. They're all popular. Okay, let's find out. All right. Oh, man, we were both wrong!
Oh, I should have went with my gut.
So it was card sleeves. Oh, man. Where was I? Oh, I was second. Wow. Well, no points for either of us.
Oh, man. I need to catch up. We're running out of time.
Yeah, that was a hard one to pick. I like all of them for different reasons.
Yeah, same here. So, question number 4. If possible, do you usually move expansion content into the base game box? So, do you move expansions and the base game into one box? If you can. That's if you can.
No. Sometimes it depends. Oh.
That's the perfect law school answer.
And that's why I didn't put it. I put only yes or no. And now I don't even know what to put. And I made up this quiz. Okay. I have no idea. I'm thinking of people who have a big collection who need to dwindle it down. So I said yes.
That was my thought. The people are trying to save space. But we'll see. What's everybody's opinion?
Holy moly. Clear winner for yes. Dang. I mean, you do not erase my scores. But yeah. So I love different like box art and stuff, but sometimes you just have to preserve space. When we've done that with a few games, I'm like, fine.
And then you have the boxes floating around different places.
We still have like Raiders of the North Sea. We have the collector's box now. Up above the shelf where you can't see are the original boxes that I'm not sure what to do with.
Anyway, okay, question number 5. This is brought to you by Dub and Dub Games. That's their Instagram name. So question 5 is, what's your ideal way to organize your games on a shelf? Alphabetical order, color, theme, box size, or publisher / designer?
And yes, there are so many other ways to organize it, like player count and and there's tons of options. But from here, what do you think is the most popular? I don't even know.
You don't know because we're trying to pick the popular answer.
I know, and I'm not popular, so I don't know.
That's what I was implying.
Oh! It's okay.
Just kidding.
I know it. Anyway, all right.
Why do you think I'm losing?
I said box size.
I said box size as well.
Although I'm wondering, like, publisher designer could be...
I think organizing them by color would be kind of cool.
It does look pretty cool when you do it, but that takes time and...
They all take time.
True. All right.
So what's the answer? Wow, overwhelmingly.
Box size.
Size
Because you gotta,
matters,
like-
folks.
You gotta like fit it. I can't. Never mind. We are family friendly here. But yeah, that's a clear winner. And then theme. Yeah, I can see that.
But I mean, what, 65% the
Yeah.
box size?
Pretty much.
Pretty much a blowout. Okay. Question number 6, and this is provided by the Gaming Manual. Question 6 is, do you usually buy all the expansions for a game you like? Yes or no? This is hard.
Are you a purist and you only go for like the base game and that's good enough for you? Or do you need to have all of it?
Are you a completionist?
Ooh.
Or do you just buy expansions you're interested in? And not necessarily all of them.
So overall, what do you think people said? He's writing a lot of things. All right, ready? I said yes.
I said Allison would say yes, but I said no.
Rude.
I don't think you have to buy all the expansions for a game.
I don't think you do either.
You buy the ones you're interested in.
Yeah.
You don't think you have to buy all the expansions?
No. It depends on the game.
Everdell, Pandemic.
No, we don't have all the expansion. Okay, fine. We don't have all the iterations of Pandemic. There's some that we don't own.
Though.
Anyway, let's find out the answers.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm so wrong.
If
Wow.
it's a game I like, I am more interested in buying it. I may not, but yeah.
If it's a game I like, I still want to make sure I'm going to like what the expansion adds to it.
That is true.
But I would say more often than not, I probably will like what the expansion adds to it. But there are certain games that I won't get the expansions for. So, question 7.
Another one provided by the Gaming Manual. Thank you.
Before buying a game, do you typically play test it or watch reviews? Yes, of course. Or no, I just buy all the games.
I do both, okay? I do both.
You just totally watched what I wrote.
Not really. I wasn't looking, but like, you're right in front of me.
We both said yes, of course.
Mine's at the face of like, yeah, of course. Let's see.
Yeah, I think, especially with the prevalence of YouTube and everything, I think people...
It's easier to check along games, but I have at
That's true.
times where like you're at the store and you're like, this just looks so cool, and you may like quickly look it up on BGG to be like, okay, sure. All right. So a resounding yes. 16.4% of you said no. You probably are the ones who spend more money per month. Just kidding.
You're the ones that spend $100 per month on games, I'm sure.
I should probably
Just
give
kidding.
myself the point. Because that's
you don't
good
need to do that.
Yeah, I do.
Nah.
Yeah. All right.
There's no way of coming back. Question 8 is provided by Family Meeple. And it is, from where do you usually buy games? Amazon or an equivalent? Board gaming website, i.e. Miniature Market, Game Nerds, etc. Your local game store, or secondhand?
And yes, there is a huge option that we left out, Kickstarter. I kind of forgot that, but we also have done a question previously about Kickstarter versus retail, so this is just kind of the retail side of things. So, where do you think people buy most of their games?
I mean,
people do all of those, but where do they tend to buy more?
or where do they think they tend to buy more?
Well, exactly. Mine just magically appeared. I don't know how it came here, but it's here, so let's open it.
Yours always come in magical boxes that say, not our local game store.
Not always.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, man. What do I think people said the most?
Yeah, this one's really hard. I feel like we said
It seemed really similar when we wrote it.
I said Amazon.
Amazon. I debated about the board gaming website, but
I did too. I feel like getting them online is probably one of the more popular ways, especially
right now.
for the past like 6 months. But
9 months, 10 months,
I don't know.
whatever.
Time is irrelevant now.
Exactly. So let's see what everybody said. Oh, snap. Okay, this is really close. I have to look. Okay. All right. So, oh man, we were both wrong. So I should have put board gaming website because that was the number one, and we were third.
Third? What was second?
Your local game store.
Wow. That's surprising because it looks like... Oh, that's 10% off. Never mind. It looked a lot closer than that.
But yeah. So, I mean, also, I love that people are supporting their local game store too, so that's always a good option.
That is awesome.
I just thought Amazon might win over because, yeah. But
especially recently, just because a lot of game stores have been closed and whatever, so.
We get them from all over the place.
We do. So this question number 9, was provided by Fat Board Games, and it is approximately, what is the most money you have spent purchasing a single game? Don't worry, we won't judge you.
Remember, this is what you think the popular answer is. So can you read the options?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was already thinking about the options. Less than 50. 51 to 100. 101 to 200. Or 200 plus.
So I know there's some games that people have spent buku amount of money on, but what's the most popular response?
I mean, besides some like Kickstarters, I don't know how you'd spend 200 plus on a game. At retail.
It's mostly Kickstarter.
I was gonna say I can't think of one that's
well, it may not
over 200.
It's not just retail; it says any single
That's
game.
true. Any single game. It could be like a collector's game too. Oh, okay. Don't copyright strike us.
I said 101 to
200?
yeah.
And I said 51 to 100.
Oh, okay. I thought it said 151 to 100, and I'm like, what kind of math are you doing?
It's a dollar sign.
Sorry. Mine is, I was showing the money flying away.
Okay. What is the answer? Wow.
200 plus. Well.
We need to step up our game. I don't think we've ever spent that much on a board game.
Wait, we need to step up our game so I can go back some stuff. There's a few things that I didn't go all in on.
One game. I'm just kidding. Wow, I'm actually really surprised by that. And then in a really close second was 101 to 200. Wow.
I'm thinking about the game I could back. I just canceled several pledges because I'm like, I shouldn't. Now I'm like, so you gotta like jump on that opportunity when it's like, yeah, you can go back something. Okay.
I didn't realize that many people would spend over $200 on a game.
Kickstarter is strong.
I'm gonna say I bet most of those are Kickstarters too. Okay, and our final question. Once you bring a new game home, do you open it and sort it that day, or leave it in shrink wrap and open it another day? Oopsies. I can't spell.
What did you spell wrong? Alright, you ready?
Yep.
Open it!
Open it and show it off. I changed the answer a little bit. That should be worth like 5 points.
No.
Come on. Okay, so what's the answer?
Open it that day. So I know there's a lot of people who are like, oh, my shelf of shame, and they like take a picture of it, and all the games are in shrink, and I'm like, when that thing comes home, I'm opening it, like punching it, sorting it, or well, somewhat sorting it, and just kind of looking through it. It's fun to like.
And then take pictures and send it to all your friends. You were doing that even before we had our channel.
Shush. Yes. I get excited, okay? And now I get to back a game. Just kidding. I don't have to. I might. Oh, did I give myself a point? I don't think I did. Hold on.
Oh yay. I didn't lose quite as badly.
Quite as badly. So yeah. How did you guys do? I got 7 points. Bryce got
4 points.
You did great, Bryce.
Not really.
I
This
know.
is one of my worst games.
It's okay. I've done bad previously. Pick a Shame is coming.
It'll be on our Instagram.
A few days after this airs. That way there's less spoilers. But yeah, so thanks for joining us on Board Game Survey Says. I hope you had fun. Again, we do this once a month, so there's a few of them that we've done previously that you can check out, and there's more coming in the future.
And be sure to comment down below. Tell us how you did. Whether you scored more than 4 points or whether you beat Allison.
And, you know, if there's any cool questions you can think of that might be good in a future Board Game Survey Says, we're always up for suggestions.
So be sure to like and subscribe. I'm Bryce.
I'm Allison.
And we're Better Half Reviews.
Happy gaming.
Have fun.
Pick a shade.